Today, we're going to play the age-old game of exposing red pill rhetoric and how it is just a circular thought process that ultimately always runs into itself. It's like playing that game Snake. It just keeps going. It's not a real thing. It's stupid. Um, is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? That's what I want to know. I'm not understanding. In one breath, y'all proclaim one thing, and then in the next breath, it's another man that's one of your brothers in arms saying something completely fucking different. Can y'all get on the same page for once, please?
I look at pretty privilege as a detriment. So men now, they want peace. They want peace at home. Men are more interested in pretty energy versus we'll forego the pretty face for the pretty energy.
I would agree with that.
We'll take a good 6 with amazing energy, beautiful energy, versus a contentious 10. Once I started to elevate and understand that, hey, push come to shove, I'm pretty enough for both of us. You know what I mean?
If that wasn't the sassiest thing a man has ever said, you're lying. Now, as a man, I know that men are uber consumed with looks, right? I just did a video on this not 30 minutes ago where a man was talking about, a woman said that she broke up with her man because her man was obsessed with an OnlyFans model, right? The amount of men that subscribe to OnlyFans, by the way, also ridiculously high. The amount of men, the way that we pedestalize beauty, the way that men are constantly running around here obsessed with young ass girls, like 80-year-old, 50-year-old, whatever year old men. They're still obsessed with the same girls that they were that they were obsessed with when they were teenagers and young, early 20s, right? Y'all still want to be with the same women. If men aren't obsessed with beauty, then why are men obsessed with youth? And why are we connected youth and beauty? If we're all about peace, then why aren't older men talking about how they would rather date a woman their age because a woman their age is more peaceful than a younger woman? Right? They always lie and say that younger women are more peaceful. They're not. Younger women are more malleable. But that's not peaceful. Think about that. Always having to teach a woman something. I'm saying in your mind, let's say that's your approach is, you got to teach a woman. Da, 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 da. Why do you want to teach a woman? How's that peaceful? I don't want to teach somebody. That is not peaceful to have to fucking run around teaching somebody something all the damn time. It's way more peaceful when a woman already has her own. You don't have to take care of her, and she already knows what to do. She's self-sufficient. Isn't that peaceful? Isn't that actually more peaceful? Y'all don't really want peace. You want control. You don't want peace, you want control. When men say we're looking for women, especially I hate when they act like now men just want peace. When weren't men looking for a peaceful situation, aka a situation that they can control the woman in? Because they set up a whole system. They literally set up a whole system to be able to control the woman to where they can control her and silence her whenever they needed to. They literally that you could just throw your woman in the loony bin, right? If she, if she became hysterical, by simply being like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, honey. I'm depressed as hell because I'm doing all of this damn labor in the house and I feel like I don't get a break. Oh, she must be crazy because being a housewife is the most laid back, easy job on the planet. Being my wife is the easiest job on the planet. Let's send her to the doctor, and the doctor would either give her meds, you know what I'm saying, to help drown those voices out, or lock her up and scare the dog shit out of her, or worse, give her a lobotomy. So what are you talking about? Men now value peace. Men have always valued peace, aka control. What men want, but the peace nowadays is way more of a commodity because women have a way louder voice. They have much more protection. And that's what these men don't like. All of this is about taking away women's protection, trying to triangulate women, get them to subvert themselves, be submissive to a man, acquiesce to a man's every whim, let that man lead them off a cliff and not say anything when they crash and burn. That's what y'all want. Talking about we'll take a 6 over a 10. First of all, ew, gross. People are numbers now. Second of all, that is not true. Men will sell their left nut to be with the most attractive woman they can find. I just want a girl that still looks good with no makeup. And when I find her, I promise I'm never going to break up. That's what one Ryan Leslie said. Y'all got to stop lying. So I'm going to get the finest clothes I could buy on retail. And I try to pay attention to every single detail. I just want a girl that still looks good with no makeup. When I find her, I promise I'm never going to break up. He didn't say he's trying to find a woman that's most peaceful. He said, I'm trying to find the woman that's bad, that's fine with no makeup, right? You want a woman that look like she got on makeup when she don't got on makeup. Y'all be asking for the fucking impossible. But hey, more power to you if you can get it, I guess. But stop lying. Stop acting like men aren't fucking visual creatures, which that's what all men say. Is that not the truth? Ain't this y'all? Y'all don't be saying this shit? This is not what men say all the fucking time.
Ladies, let me give you a little bit of game. Your attraction matters to your man. Women are what I call verbal creatures. Men are what I call visual creatures. Men are visual, women are verbal. Ladies, it is so important that you keep yourself beautified for your man. More and more men come into this office and tell me how they are no longer attracted to their lady. And listen, I get it. Inner beauty matters. Inner beauty is important, but your outer beauty matters too. In fact, I hear men saying when he started dating you, before he married you, how you looked a certain way. And so ladies, because men are visual, you gotta be sure that you do everything that you can to keep yourself looking good. The way you do your hair to his liking, the way that you dress to his liking, the way that you just present yourself to his liking, because men are visual creatures. Give him something beautiful to look at. Give him something beautiful to admire. You can't just walk around the house all day in a bonnet and sweatpants, right? You gotta be sure that you keep yourself visually appealing to your man. Peace.
So y'all not saying that? That's what I'm saying. Just is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? How many men be screaming about how they women let themselves go and you know what I'm saying? Like after they had babies and all of that stuff. If it was about peace, so you mean to tell me your woman is holding down the fort at home? She done had 2 or 3 kids, right? Of course, she don't look like she used to 10 years ago or 5 years ago or whatever physically because she don't have the time. It ain't that she can't, but you don't give her the lifestyle. You don't make her life any easier. So fuck the money. You don't relieve her of her duties with the kids. She can't go to the gym. She can't eat right. She got to eat girl dinner. She got to eat on the fly. She don't even have time to think, to breathe. She always worried about you. She worried about the kids. You don't make her life no easier. You don't take care of yourself. You don't take care of your kids. So now she's, the physical. Oh, also her stress levels are high. So her cortisol levels are fucking through the roof. So she packing on the pounds now, right? It ain't even about what she eat. It ain't even about her lack of exercise. It's her stress levels are fucking high, right? So now she's stressed out. High levels of stress. Put on all this weight. And men turn around and sleep with another woman or bash their woman publicly and privately, judging that woman all the time for putting on weight, for looking different, yada yada yada. And but then this dude get up but then this dude jumping up here saying that, oh yeah, the men will choose a peaceful 6 over a villainous 10 or whatever, as if 10s are all villainous or whatever the case may be. But anyways, as if like the more attractive the woman is, the more likely she is to be a bad person, which those two things don't correlate whatsoever. But anyways, that's what this is all about, right? Y'all men do not prefer peace. If you did, you would stick with your wife. I tell y'all that I told y'all there is a story that I watched and my jaw was on the floor the whole fucking time. But there was this man, I saw it on who the bleep did I marry? But I saw this story of this man. He was he ended up being like a high ranking official in the military. This woman married this man when he was just a regular soldier. They built a whole family together. She, allowed him to become the person, pushed him to become the person that he was there every step of the way. This man gets deployed to like Syria or Iran or Iraq or something like that. Long story short, he ends up bringing back a family, like on some like student exchange type stuff around Christmas time. And it was like a man like old, like his age, and then the man had a daughter that was like in her early 20s. And long story short, come to find out, he ended up like he was like dating, sleeping with the with the girl. He ended up he ruined his whole military career, blew up his family, all of this stuff, and literally was in court still saying that he didn't do anything wrong and he just wants to get back to his wife, not his wife who was raising his kids and all of that stuff, not that wife, not the peaceful wife. He wanted to get back to the young wife. So miss me with that. Men just want a peaceful situation. Men want problems always, but as long as those problems come with a pretty face and a good body. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one Mike? What did I say at the beginning? Contradiction on top of contradictions on top of contradictions. Read this. Bruh, it's crazy how many dudes with a girl because he settled for her personality over her looks, right? So he's laughing at men who are choosing the quote unquote sixes that have good personalities of peaceful women over the dimes who they like less as people. He's scoffing at these men. Watch.
Oh my God. Bruh, some shit just popped up in my head, bro. A lot of niggas with girls, not because they thought she was the finest shit, because she was just, her personality was cool. A lot of niggas not with the girl, they dream girl. They just with a girl that personality was cool. Like, bruh.
How is this funny? I'm very curious. What is laughable about this? As if this dude could be with his dream girl, but anyways, his name is literally like ugly guy or something like that. Like, you ugly and you ain't got no money. Look at your fingernails and you a dummy. Why are you? This is crazy.
That shit funny as fuck, bro, when you really sit back and think about it, right? Because girls always say niggas are unattractive, but a lot of times I don't think women realize you not the bad bitch he wish he had. You just the bitch he had. Hey, yo. Like, I kind of get it, though. When girls be like, oh, niggas switch up when they get money. Yes, because you was never the fine shit that he wanted.
So essentially, listen, if you listen closely,
We'll forego the pretty.
he's blowing up this idiot's take right now. If you think about it, he's saying men are settling for women, not they're choosing the women. They're settling for unattractive women or less attractive women who have better personalities. But if they had their choice, which is against what this dude is saying men are choosing peace. They'll take a 6 over a 10 and da 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 da. He's saying men are choosing peace. The other dude is saying, no, they're settling because men are visual creatures. Men actually just want they want the fine shit. But if they had their choice, they would choose the fine shit. That's what he's saying. That's what this dude's saying.
You just, he had the money nor the resources, so he had to, look for other things besides your looks. He had to look for your personality, maybe your sense of humor, something. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like, I know for me, I'm with my girl because I think my girl fine as fuck. But that's just me personally. And if I got rich, I still be with my girl because I still think my girl fine as fuck regardless. But a lot of niggas, you get them boys some money, boy, you'll see how fast their girlfriend just disappear because that's who they just settled with. A lot of niggas be settling with their girlfriends, bro. Like, that shit be crazy as fuck, bro. Like, I know the girls gonna eat me up in the comments talking about, oh, we do the same thing. And that's cool. That's cool. That's unfortunate, but that's cool.
No, the women aren't going to eat you up with that. We know that's what men do. Like women know that, and I like a bunch of men. We know, like we know that that's what men do. Men don't actually be liking them women. They don't really like any woman. But if they have the resource, if they have their choice, yeah, they're gonna go get the most attractive woman. Not only because that's who they're physically attracted to, because men do this all the time. It's not because of the physical attraction. Men go get conventionally attractive women because they want to impress other men. They are attracted. Like he thinks his woman is fine, right? That's fine. I love that for him. Most men will find a woman attractive, but no, she's not that attractive to other men, and then let that fuck up his perspective of that woman. Absolutely. I've definitely had to challenge those thoughts before. Like I've had women that I was like, I was hella attracted to physically, mentally, all that stuff. And then, I know that men, you know what I'm saying? Like I know like men ain't like checking for her like that, whatever. And then I was just like the thought crept in. I just like pushed it, like I don't give a fuck with nobody. I like her. I think she bad. Good. Now I ain't got to worry about y'all chasing after her. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I don't understand that shit. That shit is crazy. But so many men fall victim to that, and they lose good women because of it. They lose women who they're more compatible with because they're out here chasing an image of a woman that they think will ingratiate them with other men, right? Ingratiate them to other men. So it's like, oh, cool. Look, I got a bad one, bro. Yeah, see, I got another bad one. But you don't even like her like that. You just like that you like the attention she garners from other men, which is sick. That's that homosocial shit I be talking about. But again, you just see the hypocrisy in the whole red pill, misogyny. You know what I'm saying? Like men just be saying whatever, bro. Like y'all just be really saying whatever. And I'm gonna end it on this. This dude is actually correct. He's the one that's not like out of the men up here. He's not lying. I don't respect the fact that he was laughing at these men, but he ain't lying at all. What he's saying is true. Men do be, and I don't consider it settling. Y'all know I don't remove that word from the equation, because how the fuck can you be settling again when you are getting more than you're giving? That doesn't make any sense. But if he had the resources, if he had the access to more women, a lot of men probably wouldn't choose the women that they have simply based on attraction. Nothing to do with the character of the woman. Not because she's his piece. Quite the opposite, actually.